Hallo und herzlich willkommen zurück zu The Legend of Heroes 12 Code Steel 2. Beim letzten Mal haben wir unseren Ausflug nach Nord beendet, sind endlich wieder in Ymir angekommen, werden nun den freien Tag verbringen. Erstmal sprechen wir mit ihr. Oh, look who it is. You've come at the perfect time. I can't say those words fill me with anything other than dread. Why would that be? I never caused anyone any trouble. Yeah, of course you don't. Well, anyway, as I was saying, now that we've got so many students here, I was thinking of treating them to this village's specialty to welcome them. We have a specialty? Of course we do. We have the manju, the Eastern confectionery that Mr. Kafai brought here. I may have been the one who decided it's the village specialty, but the decision's been made and it is final. Right, anyway, so that's what you're going to make? That's right, there's just one teeny tiny little problem. I'm missing one very important ingredient to make them, and I can't seem to get my hands on it. Which one? Atsuki beans. You wouldn't be able to get your hands on some for me, would you, Rean? Well, I can't see why you might have trouble getting them. I can see. They're not exactly well known here in the Empire. Would actually be pretty difficult, but I guess I couldn't hurt to try. What should I do? Well, admittedly, I'd like everyone to try some manju too. Alright, I'll give it a shot. As uncommon in Erebonias as they are, people do use them from time to time here. So someone somewhere is bound to have some left over. I suppose the best place to start would be with people who do a lot of cooking. Yay, well, good luck with your search. So, dann sprechen wir nochmal mit ihr und kaufen. Genau, hier das Suppenrezept kann man jetzt kaufen. Können wir quasi einmal eben lesen. Dann die Zwiebeldupe. Und Imperial Chronicle Issue 3 kann man jetzt auch kaufen. Dann gucken wir gerade mal hier, kommen wir uns hier rum. Slot. Lisa macht, glaube ich. Also es macht auf jeden Fall Sinn, dass ich Gaius öffne, weil Gaius immerhin jemand, den ich sehr aktiv nutzen werde. So. Bei Lisa kann man auch zumindest mal alles einmal aufmachen. Die ist ganz auf. Million machen wir dann noch eben einmal auf. Die sind auch alle schon ein auf. Okay. Dann glaube ich, belasse ich es aber erstmal dabei. Warte darauf, bis wir dann irgendwann Emma kriegen. Jetzt richtig schön hier wahrscheinlich Lücken. Ah ne, die sind einfach, haben sich einfach instant geheilt. Ja, okay. Gut, dann südöstliche Haus, das ist da hinten. Unterhalb vom Pub. I went to Plover the other day to buy a book, but I ended up buying the wrong one. Silly me. It worked out in the end, mostly because this book is actually quite interesting. I think I might get the next volume even. You should try reading it yourself, I think you'll become a fan too. Thanks, I'll read it if I get the chance. Oh, dann natürlich ganz klar haben wir ein neues Snowboard-Level. Probieren wir uns doch jetzt mal daran. So, wirkt bisher immer noch nicht sonderlich schwierig. Vielleicht da. Yay. Keine Bestzeit, aber hey. That's my boy. Wouldn't feel right if the son of Ymir couldn't handle that course. Well, he's a prize. Go ahead, take it. And I'll be sure to keep the courses well maintained. If you feel like boarding again, just come on by. I certainly will. See you then. So, haben wir das auch geschafft. Dann südöstlich von der Mansion. Das ist da. Wo ist denn, das heißt nicht südöstlich von der Mansion. Wo ist denn? Da? Direkt bei der Mansion oder was? Nee, hä? Östlich vom der Benchhose. Wo ist Claire hin? Wieso finde ich gerade Claire nicht? Du bist nicht Claire, dein ist Torval. Hier ist Vieh. Das sind Kids. Da ist Claire. Und Milliam. Nice to see that Milliam hasn't lost any of her spark. Even though it sounds like Nord was a major headache for you, I'm glad you meant to resolve the trouble there. Speak of Nord, I should probably ask. Do you know anything about that Altina girl? Like why she and Milliam both have weird puppets and the same last name? I do. Unfortunately, all of my information is property of the Intelligence Division, and as such, my lips are sealed. But to be blunt, telling you would only serve to confuse you, and we can't afford to have your mind anywhere else now. Fair point. Oh, what are you guys whispering about? Wait, I see what's going on here. Hushed whispers, staying close, working together. You two are dating, aren't you? Excuse me? That's your definition of dating? Damn, Milliam. So, dann kümmern wir uns jetzt erstmal um die Sidequest und dann kommen die Bonding Events. Das heißt, wir wollen jetzt erstmal in der Küche. Das ist jetzt nicht die Küche. Da ist die Küche. Excuse me, Werner. Would you mind if I asked you a question? Of course not. Ask away. Rean asked Werner if he had any Azuki beans. Well, I certainly do use them on occasion in my cooking. They have this unique flavor and texture that makes for a very interesting addition to certain dishes. Unfortunately, wild monkeys broke into the outdoor storehouse and made off with my entire supply. Oh, unfortunate, but that does happen from time to time. Indeed, it's part and parcel of living in the mountains, I suppose. Well, thanks for telling me. I'll try my luck elsewhere. Come to think of it, I know someone else who's big on making confectionery. Maybe I should go and ask him if he has any beans. Also müssen da in den Pub. Gerald's a big fan of making sweets, so maybe he has some Azuki beans. It's worth a shot at least. Oh, you're looking for some of those? I do use them fairly often, yeah. Kiki loves the things in paste form. You happen to have any on hand? Afraid not, I did have some, but they were stolen by some wild monkeys just the other day. I bet it's the same monkeys that attacked the Phoenix Wing storehouse. They've probably got a taste for them now. I'm gonna have to be more careful about locking up in the future. Come to think of it, I do know one place you might try looking if you want some. Really? A while back, Kiki's bean bag split open. It was full of Azuki beans too, and they went, well, everywhere. From what I hear, Luke was the one who gave her some replacement beans. Maybe he's still got some left? He's not someone I would have thought of, but sounds like as good a lead as any. I'll try asking. Good luck. Kann ich mich zur Station teleportieren? Ja, ich komme zum Footbath. Kann ich hier runter. Hey, do you have a minute? Sure, what's up? That's kind of an embarrassing question. Is it? It is? I'm not sure how it could be. Well, you know how my mom was when I got hired here early this year, right? She couldn't stop smiling, and she was so happy she even went and made Sikihan to celebrate. She overdid it, of course. We ended up with more leftover beans in the house than we knew what to do with. I'd forgotten all about that. She only busts out the Sikihan when it's something worth celebrating too. I could take some of those extras off your hands? Actually, Lisa was looking around for them too. So, sorry, Rean, I ended up giving the last of it all to her. To Lisa? That's a surprise. I guess there are a bunch though, so she might still have a few left. I'm sure she'd give you some if you ask. Can do, thanks for the tip. Dann ab in die Kirche. In die ich mich nicht teleportieren kann, okay. Lauf mal zu Fuß in die Kirche. Da ist Lisa. Could I have a moment of time, Lisa? Of course, what can I help you with? I certainly do. Luke gave me some not long ago. I developed an interest in them after hearing they're said in the East to have evil repelling properties. But after looking into them some more, I found out they're also very healthy and nutritious. Perhaps the origin of the belief that they repel evil is the fact that they keep you healthy and thus repel evil in that sense. Father Bernard and I have started putting them in our oatmeal for that very reason. Really? Kind of amazing to think of how many things you can do with azuki beans. If you happen to have any left over, would you mind sharing some of them with me? Oh, not at all. Hold on a moment, I'll go and get some. We have plenty left in our storehouse. Storehouse? It's not us tied, is it? It is, yes. Why do you ask? I have a bad feeling about this. We should hurry. I'm coming with you. Ooh, it looks like the lock's still fine, but here they are. X. That should keep them away for a while. Oh my, that was very impressive. Better skill you gained through your training. I didn't do anything special, really. But as a precaution, I'd suggest you keep ingredients that monsters are likely to enjoy locked indoors in the future. No arguments here. At first. I should give you those azuki beans that you wanted, shouldn't I? Thanks. It wasn't easy, but I managed to find some beans for you. Yes, thank you so much. I knew I could count on you. I'm just glad all that effort going to pay off once everyone gets to try our specialty. You know, they say that the more trouble you go through as a young person, the better off you are later in life. Anyway, now that I have these, time to make them manju. What? You're going to make them now? First we soak the beans in water. Then when they're soft, you boil them like so. Then you add some sugar, boil them a bit more, and then you net them like this. Do you really need to be here for this? 12 hours later, Ymir's famous manju were finally complete. Here you go, all finished. The finest homemade manju you ever did see. Make sure to share them, okay? They do look pretty good. Thanks, Camilla. It was exhausting, but I guess it was worth helping her after all. You've proven all over again just how dependable you are, Rean. If you ever need help with anything else, I know who to call. Just try not to work me too much. Ja, schön, aber wie viele haben wir davon eigentlich bekommen? 20. Die sind actually wirklich gut. Ne, wir haben 10 bekommen, wir hatten schon 10, ne? Mal gucken, hast du irgendwas? Ah, man kann jetzt auch kaufen, okay. Und ein Bellscope. Nehmen wir nochmal ein paar mit. Trading, haben wir hier irgendwas Interessantes? Nicht so richtig. Können den ganzen Kram halt alles eintauschen, aber es ist halt ein bisschen nervig, weil wir die ganzen U-Materials brauchen. Außer hier unten die Dinger. Aber da kümmere ich mich dann gegen Ende. Wenn es dann gegen Ende zugeht, mehr drum. So, wir haben tatsächlich Gefährdungsfeld out, ja. Wir einfach mal. Zack, so, die hängt halt im Level hinterher. Und dann nehme ich noch. Ich werd Magias ab jetzt wahrscheinlich nie wieder benutzen, deswegen nehme ich Magias mal noch mit. So. Ist nicht so wichtig, was ich vor. Wo ist Annabelle? Es gibt hier halt noch einen neuen Mob.
Advantages are, I'll handle it.
Gucken, dass ich den finde.
May I?
Leave this to me. They're off balance.
You're done.
Here come more.
Okay.
Da haben wir ja schon das gesagt. Die Snow Rat.
Let's move.
Einmal Gale.
Now's our chance.
Time to strike. Very well. That was a cinch.
Great.
Perfekt. Ich vergesse, kann ich auch direkt eben. Okay, das Bessere, was sie hat, ist einfach nur das +1. Okay. Dann halt nicht. Also dann halt nur das. Aber hey. So. Können wir direkt zurück nach Ymir. Mehr wollte ich hier gerade gar nicht. Return to Ymir. Einfach Prinzip mal kurz. Dann heißes Fußbad nehmen. Was nicht meine CP halt, dann halt nicht. Gut. Aber dann können wir jetzt einmal kurz die ganzen Morning Event machen. Zuerst haben wir Lisa. Sharon wants to do some cooking later, so I'm here to stock up on ingredients. She asked for stuff that'll be nice and nutritious for you there too. Thank you so much for doing this. You must be exhausted after that time you spent in Nord too, so try to get some rest if you can. Thanks, maybe I will. You know, the foot bath I passed on the way here might be a great way to do that. I haven't used it since our trip, so maybe I could do with a little dip. I'm tempted to join her. That does sound good. Can I come with? The more the merrier. Let me just finish up my shopping and we can head over. After Rean helped Elisa carry her purchases back home, the two of them made their way over to the foot bath. You can feel the warmth coursing through your whole body. It feels like all my exhaustion's just melting away. Yeah, the foot bath's nice all year round, but there's really something special during winter. Last time we were here, it was still early fall, so I imagine you can feel the difference too. I can, actually. I think it was winter when I came here with my family as a little girl too. Oh yeah, you mentioned last time we were here that you'd been once with your family. Do you remember how long ago? Well, my father was still alive, so it was around 9 years ago, I suppose. It was grandfather's idea to bring us all here. This was back before Sharon joined our family too. That sounds exactly like something he'd suggest. If it was 9 years ago, that'd make it a few years or so after my dad adopted me. Oh, how funny would it be if we actually bumped into each other back when we were kids. We couldn't stay for long since everyone was really busy with work at the time. But I treasure the memory forever. The whole family together laughing and smiling, mother and father at my side. It's amazing how much can change in 9 years. Everything's completely different now, both at home and in Erebonias as a whole. I just hope mother is alright, wherever she is now. Give me a minute. A minute for what? What's this? Called a happiness hair. They're seen as a kind of good luck charm around here. Normally you'd put a bit more effort into making one and use different materials, but this will do for now. Oh, it's a sweet little thing, isn't it? I know, right? When we were kids, Elise used to always make one for me whenever she thought I was down. Oh, so you must be as worried about her as I am about Mother. Sure, she's just fine. That's what I'm choosing to believe. So just try and believe that your mom is fine too. I'm sure that you'll be reunited with her before long. Just don't give up hope. Yeah, I won't. Come on, don't cry. Here, this'll cheer you up. Don't worry, you... Wait, was that a memory from when I came here as a little girl? Really so? So yeah, I guess it's a little childish to think something like this would cheer you up. Oh no, that's not it at all. Thanks for the encouragement, Rean. I won't give up. And I'll keep believing that we'll both be reunited with our families before long. That's what I like to hear. After that, they soaked their feet in the foot bath for a while longer and enjoyed some pleasant conversation. When they got out, Rean bade farewell to Lisa, who chose to return to the general store. Ach ja, die Entwickler haben ja sogar eingebaut, dass man dass man sie zufällig doch schon kennen und eigentlich total die Connections haben und trotzdem machen die es nicht kennen. Ich meine, don't mind me, ich bin sehr froh, wenn ich Tor wählen kann, aber, ne? I've only been away from the Empire for a month, so I'm kind of surprised by how much I missed it. What a great town to come back to. This village holds a lot of memories for Class 7. I can certainly say that. I'm happy you feel that way. Given that the people here are being gracious enough to host us yet again, I'd like to give them something in return. I just haven't decided exactly what yet. Should I help them out? It's not like I don't owe everyone a lot here. Why don't we help clear up some of the snow then? Hasn't been coming down that hard, but never hurts to have a clean walkway. It's a good exercise too. No complaints here. Let's borrow some shovels and get to work. Rean and Gaius headed over to the mansion's storehouse to borrow a couple of shovels. And once they were adequately equipped, they started clearing snow off of some of the village's more popular pathways. We finished that in record time, thanks for the help. Although it is still snowing, so I'm sure it'll build up again before long. Still, it was good exercise, so it wasn't all for nothing. All that work warmed me up a bit too. I wish I could say the same about my fingers and toes. I'm surprised you're not freezing with how lightly you're dressed though. Well, it's chilly all year round in the Highlands. We don't get snow like you find here, but I'm used to dealing with the cold. Oh really? Well, if you say so. I mean, I'm fairly used to cold weather too, but I don't think living here all my life ever stopped me from feeling the cold. Anyway, you alright with stopping by the foot bath to warm up a bit? Doesn't sound like a bad idea. This really is relaxing. It's a pleasure to be able to use the springs here again after our last visit. I think there are a few on the outskirts of the Highlands, but it's never been our custom to soak in them like this. Well, every country's different, I guess. There really is a lot to love about Erebonias. I still hope to bring my whole family here once everything's calmed down. Really? Toma, Lily and Cheetah really did seem sad to see you go. Must be worried about them. Yeah, Nord's no longer in any immediate danger, but it's still difficult to rest easy with the war raging on. The sooner everyone can return to living in peace, the better. Yeah, and when that happens, I want to show them more of this great country. Not tanked, not sold out, but the things that made me come to see Erebonia as a second home to begin with. Like the snow and the hot springs here, and this place is just one of many stunning places to see, each one rich with tradition. I really hope you can. I still don't know how much we can do, but we'll put our best foot forward so we can make that a reality. We know how much your family means to you guys, and I hope we can help you reunite with them. Thanks, that means a lot. Hey, Level 7. Dann im Pub haben wir Makias. Who would auch sonst rumhängen, um seinen Kaffee zu trinken. Torvald recommended I to have a coffee here, and now I can see exactly why. The beans themselves are fairly standard, but the roasting method they're using has given them a wonderful aroma. Coffee this good pairs perfectly with all these chess game transcriptions I've been reading. Wait, you're reading up on games other people played? You must really love your chess. You could say that. I'd I like to think I've gotten better ever since joining the lower class chess club too. But I haven't played in a long time. Reading records like this may be fun, but no match for the real thing. You know, I could play against him. I'm pretty sure there's a chess set over in the Phoenix Wing, Marcus. It might not be up to club standards, but it should see us through a match or two if you're interested. Oh, I'm interested. But only if you expect me to come at you with everything I've got. Way ahead of you. Rean and Marcus enthusiastically ran off to the Phoenix Wing to grab the chess set. Then they sat down for the game with coffee in hand. Well, this is going just swell. Figured you'd be rusty enough for me to maybe stand a chance at winning, but no, you're as sharp as ever. I wasn't part of a chess club for nothing. You're doing a good job at holding your own, though, so don't feel too bad. You're reminding me of how tenacious a player Stefan was. He was the captain of a lower class chess club, wasn't he? I wonder what he's up to right now. I wish I knew. He's a hot-blooded guy, though. Can't picture him sitting around idly. I wonder what the students from the upper class chess club are doing too. You're worried about them, aren't you? I know you were competing against them initially, but looked like you guys were putting your differences behind you. We were. At the end of the day, this war was started by the Noble Alliance, not by nobles as a whole. For every noble who's in favor of it, there's another who's as much of a victim of it as commoners are. You've changed. Like when we first met, all it took was someone whispering the word noble to set you off on a rant. Well, I'd like to believe I've been able to mature a little since enrolling at the academy. Either way, with my father being one of the many victims of this war after his arrest, I can only hope we can do something to better the situation for everyone. Yeah, same here. But I'm sure we'll be fine. No matter how desperate things seem, if you keep searching for ways to turn things around, you'll find one. That's true for this civil war as much as it is for this game of chess. Tying it to chess now, are you? Well, I do see what you mean. All we can do is keep looking for that one move that would change everything. Why'd you move that piece there? Talk about perfect timing. There's my one move that changed the game. Might be able to win against you after all, huh? We'll see about that. I'm just getting started. The game continued with Marcus determined to win. And while he did secure his victory, it was a challenging game throughout, and it was safe to say both he and Rean thoroughly enjoyed themselves in the process. Perfekt. Dann haben wir natürlich noch ein Million. This spot's got the best view of the whole town you can get. Now, where am I gonna play today? Someone mentioned a spot where you can snowboard around here. It sounds like it'd be kind of fun. Nice to see she's making herself at home. If she's interested in snowboarding, she might need some help to get started. Maybe I should go with her. Snowboarding, huh? Want me to join you? I hate to assume, but I'm guessing you've never gone before. I grew up around snow, so I can show you the ropes if you want. You mean it? That'd be awesome, but I did say I'd lend Claire a hand today. You have fun. You can help me out later. Boom! Schedule cleared. Let go carve some powder. That's what you say, right? Ach, Million. Wow. This course is super nice looking. Yep, all the younger guys in the village helped make it. It goes for me too, of course. It was a while before enrolling at the academy. Really neat. Alright, time to have some fun. But you've never used a snowboard, right? You should probably start by learning the basics instead of trying to have a race right off the bat. Nah, why go through all the boring stuff when I've got Lammy? What kind of trouble are you conjuring up this time? Lammy. I'll race on Lammy. You race on your snowboard and we'll see who claims the victory. You can't be serious. There's not much point in racing on a snowboarding course if you're just going to fly over everything. But it'll be fun, and fun's all that matters. So let's go, go, go! Oh, ich muss actually, okay. Gehen wir einfach mal hier rum. Da ich dafür keine Dinger brauchen, können wir natürlich hier schön versuchen, möglichst optimalen Kurs zu nehmen. Aber überhaupt eine Chance, ja, guck mal, wie weit Million vorne ist, ey. Wenn ihr eine Bestzeit aufstellt, juckt niemanden. Let's go! Doch gegen Million gewonnen. Und eine Bestzeit aufgestellt. Die muss man aber auch aufstellen, Oli. And victory is mine. Look at you, Rean. I can't believe you beat Lammy. Well, I'm pretty used to snowboarding, and this is a beginner course. I get him sure it's fast, though. Racing against him reminded me of when we were chasing you two all across the highlands. Guess you did, huh? Lammy can do way more than this, though. Probably the only one who could really take him down would be that one girl at Sammy. Actually, now that you've brought that up, you wouldn't happen to know anything about her, would you? I mean, you've got the same surname, that can't be a coincidence. Beats me. All I can tell you is that was definitely the first time we've ever met. Maybe she's a friend of a friend or something. It doesn't explain the surname. You know, I really don't know much about Milliam. Might be classmate, but she doesn't talk much about her background. Maybe she's just not ready to? Who cares who she is anyway? Friend for a distant relative, she can at least be the princess, right? Well, yeah, but I'm gonna save the Marine. If fighting her is what it takes to make it happen, then that's just what we're gonna do. And I'm gonna help, cause that's what classmates are for, right? Right you are, thanks Milliam. We still don't have any clues as to where the two of them actually are, but I'll be counting on you to help us find out and to rescue them when that time comes. You betcha. They stayed out for a while longer to enjoy the wintry scenery together, then they headed back to Ymir. So, dann haben wir die gute Sharon oben in den Menschen. Why are you doing the cooking, Sharon? I thought it might be the best way to make myself useful. Lady Schwarzer and I have been plotting out all sorts of culinary concepts that could aid with your father's recovery. You look shockingly comfortable in our kitchen. I never gave it much thought before, but seeing an Ouroboros enforcer standing in my house is kinda weird. Have you met a Master Rean? Could I make you a favorite dish or something of the sort? Lady Elise is out shopping for ingredients at the moment, so not too late to put in any special requests. I would gladly leave deciding the dinner menu to the two of you. You would be just like a married couple. Whatever you want to make will be just fine. I don't know why I'm wasting my time worrying about her past. She's still our Sharon, no matter who she works for. Well, we've got it on my mind, so maybe I should take some time to ask her a bit about Ouroboros. So this is kind of out of the blue, but would you mind telling me a bit about Ouroboros? If you can, anyway. I feel like I should learn as much about them as possible, since we're almost definitely going to face off again. Goodness. Would you be willing to accompany me onto the mountain pass again? I mean, sure, but why? You'll see when we get there. So if you need some time to get ready, I can wait. Oh, that end? What exactly did you bring me here for, Sharon? There's something here that I'm not seeing. It should be far enough from the village. We wouldn't want to cause any trouble for anyone, What are you doing? Please draw your blade, Master Rean. allow me to take this opportunity to give you a little due practice. Practice? Where did this come from? I'm sure you don't need me to inform you of this, but Ouroboros has chosen to support the Noble Alliance in their endeavors. The agents assisted them are incredibly powerful and skilled, much like the Phantom Thief. They're all that powerful? Should you choose to define the way you and your classmate fight as good, then the society of Ouroboros is nothing short of evil. Trying to fight evil such as that head-on is pure folly. But I too am a part of the society. Perhaps by fighting me you can discover something that will help you stand up to them. And I think that will be far more useful to you than simply learning information about the group that may serve no purpose. I see. Alright then, I accept your challenge. No holding back, Master Rean. I need to see what you're truly capable of. The impromptu training session then quickly began. Sharon showed no mercy, subjecting Rean to the full might of her many skills. And he struggled valiantly to find an opening to mount a counterattack, barely enduring her onslaught. Und es ist nie confirmed, aber ich glaube, Sharon hätte ich jetzt von mir aus schon, ich sag mal, im unteren Drittel auf jeden Fall im Power Ranking bei den ganzen Ouroboros-Leuten gesehen. Gut, Novatis kann man halt nicht einsortieren, weil der ist halt kein Kämpfer. Und eine gewisse andere, die in Kai neu vorgestellt wird, ist jetzt schon mächtig, aber auch keine Kämpferin per se. Mal gucken. Da weiß ich noch nicht viel drüber. That was wonderful. It takes some impressive skill to be able to catch one of my steel wires in such a short period of time. I was only to catch that one though. If this had been a real combat situation and you were fighting to kill, I would have been torn to shreds long before that. Oh, that may well be true. Still, you determinedly tried to find ways to turn overwhelming odds in your favor, never once giving up. I think that was enough to make me believe this practice session was not in vain. Do you mind if I ask you a question, Sharon? Why do you do so much to help us when you're supposedly still with Ouroboros? It seems strange to be trained on how to fight against their members by someone who's part of the group. The enforcers of Ouroboros are granted a certain degree of freedom in what we do. Simply exercise that freedom to choose serving yourselves and the Reinford family over Ouroboros. Though the fact that I am a member of your society does not change, of course. That clears up approximately nothing for me. At the very least, I can assure you that you have nothing to worry about. Until this war reaches a conclusion, I'll fight alongside you and your classmates. That I promise. My love and my devotion are with not only Lady Lolitha, but with each and every one of you. I swear to Goddess, I will protect and fight for you with all that I am. Thank you. We'll be counting on you, Sharon, always. Nothing would make me happier. The conversation over, Sharon gave Rean first aid for the injuries he had sustained during the battle, and together they happily returned to Ymir. Ach ja, also wie gesagt, ich persönlich würde ja tatsächlich Sharon im unteren Drittel, was das Stärke angeht, einsortieren. Sharon was kind enough to give us the official Ouroboros seal of approval on Ymir's defenses yesterday. They might be number one on the guild's list of enemies, but everything I've seen out of her is worthy of our trust. Still, the more time passes, the grimmer the situation here in the Empire gets. Maybe it's time for me to square things up with Goddess just in case. Little boy couldn't hurt me right now. Maybe I should go join him. If you're heading off to pray, I'd be happy to join you. That's the plan. Nice to have some company. There's something I wanted to talk to you about anyway, so I guess the goddess is smiling on me already. What would that be? I'm kind of surprised you wanted to come and pray all of a sudden. You never really struck me as much of a religious man. Well, cause I'm not really. I only really come to church to pray before the big jobs. What brought you here today then? You even need to ask? want to pray for you kids' futures, as well as the future of all of us in the Boyser Guild. Both to Adios and my other goddess. Whoa, who's this other goddess? Kind of an embarrassing question to answer, to tell you the truth, but she's the woman who set me on the road to becoming a bracer. Oh. It all started back in the day when I was still working for old Mick. I ended up getting caught in some trouble involving an artifact, you see, and he's the one who helped me get through it all. You don't mind me asking, what kind of trouble? Let's just say that's one experience I'll be happy to never relive. I was pretty skilled with arts even back then, but if she hadn't come when she did, I'd have been a goner. She's a tad on the violent side, though. The kind of person who could take out a whole Jaeger corps with her bare hands. I think a tad might be putting it lightly. That was how we met, and saw the potential I had when it came to arts. Thanks to her, I ended up finding my true calling. I threw away all the aliases I'd been using up until that point. It just became Tovel Rondoneur the Boyser, and that's how I'm going to stay. Anyway, I guess what I'm trying to say is, people at the end of the day are the sum of their experiences. There's obviously a lot you don't know about your past, but that's not what defines who you are. What does define you are the choices you make, the paths you choose. That's what I think, at least. Tovel. Well, anyway, you've still got more of your classmates to find, and even then you've still got plenty of time to find exactly what it is you want to do with your life. But if you ever need any advice, you can always come talk to me. Thanks, Tovel. Still have no idea what I want to do after all of us meet up, or after this war's over, but hopefully by the end of it I'll have a better idea. There we go. The conversation finished, Rean and Tovel offered up silent prayers to the goddess, and swore once again to survive the trials of war and come out the other side. Ist schon wild, wie krass hier gerade zum Beispiel auch ein hochgeredet wurde, also wenn ihr mehr über die Backstory wissen wollt, es gibt in einem der Trade-Spiele was in eine Crossplay-Spiele oder eine, ich bin mir ganz sicher, gibt es auf ein Buch, wo diese Backstory erzählt wird. Und einen wird halt schon hart hochgeredet, aber wir haben die noch nicht einmal getroffen. Stand, ich glaube, 50 Stunden im 13. Teil? 3 Sky, 2 Crossbell, 4 Erebonia, dann gibt's Reverie. Ja, Stand 50 Stunden im 13. Teil. Haben wir sie immer noch nicht getroffen. Mal gucken, ob das irgendwann mal passieren wird. Aber gut, das war's dann für diesen Part. Wenn euch gefallen hat, lasst gerne einen Daumen nach oben da, abonniert den Kanal, um nicht bei sowas passen. Und beim nächsten Mal werden wir dann dieses Teilkapitel beenden und dann in den dritten Teil übergehen, in welchem wir dann, kann ich schon mal sagen, den Rest unserer Teammitglieder finden werden. Bis dahin. Ciao, ciao.